During one of my first times playing craps, I rolled the make 'em all. At the time, I didn't even know what the bet was, so I hadn't bet it, but the other players at the table made bank. I mean, the game literally stopped while they were getting paid. After that, I went and did my research, but I found out it's not actually straightforward to figure out how often the bet pays out and how much you might really win or lose. So I developed 100,000 bots that play this bet 10 times each. That's a million trials, and the results surprised me. The success rate is low, but it's a little bit higher than I expected it to be. But here's the thing. Different casinos can pay out differently, and that has a huge effect on both the amount you could win and the house edge that you pay. I simulated 2 pay tables. I'll compare the 2 of them and see what it's really costing you to place this bet. But first, let's see how the all tall small bet works. The all tall small, sometimes called bonus craps or other brand names, is actually 3 separate bets. The all small wins if the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are rolled before any 7. The all tall wins if the 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are rolled before any 7. And the make 'em all bet wins if all 10 of these numbers are rolled before the 7. All the bets lose if a 7 is rolled, and this is whether a point is set or not, so it's kind of a separate game. As I mentioned, the payouts vary by casino, but to get started, we'll look at the more generous payouts, which are 34 to 1 on the tall and small, and 175 to 1 on the make 'em all. My 100,000 bots are betting 555. That's $5 each on all 3 bets. And they're doing that on the shooter's first roll, so they'll be betting just once per shooter. Let's see how they did. Unsurprisingly, there are not a lot of winners. This is a low frequency, high payout bet, so it wins on only about 1 out of every 20 shooters. Let's see what those payouts look like. Here we see that the bots lost $15 on 95% of the shooters. That's expected when you lose 3 $5 bets. There's a small handful, 4.2%, that made either the tall or small. They won $160, and 0.5% won all 3 bets. That's a payout of $1,215, but these wins are rare and happened on only about 5 out of every 1,000 tries. Just one win is going to pay for quite a few attempts, so let's see how our bots did over a session of 10 shooters. Even though most of the bots are still losing, the win rate has gone up substantially. Now it's nearly a 40-60 split. This surprised me at first. I thought it would be a lot lower. So let's dig a little bit deeper and see what's going on. Here's the distribution of the amounts won or lost, and right away I can see the problem. We saw on the previous chart that the bots who won the all tall or all small got paid $160, but over 10 shooters they're betting $150 and losing almost all of them. So most of these wins are just small wins that are less than $20. If you add these groups together, almost 90% of the bots either lost or they basically broke even. Beyond that, there are a couple of cohorts that won the tall or small a couple times, and there are some that won the all once, twice, and even 2 lucky bots out of 100,000 that won the all 3 times in a row. Here are the casino statistics. The casino's drop was just over $12 million. That's the actual out-of-hand outlay for the 100,000 bots. The total bet is $15 million, with $13.6 million won and $14.7 million lost. That's a house take of just over 1 million and an average house edge of 7.275%. This simulation came slightly under the theoretical value of 7.66%. When we compare this to some of the other bets in the casino, it's certainly not the highest house edge, and it's somewhat comparable to the other proposition bets. But it's definitely not an inexpensive bet, and it's going to get way more expensive in the next section. Right now, I'm going to let you in on something. These videos that I post on YouTube only scratch the surface of what I can actually do with my simulation engine, and I run a lot more simulations than I actually have time to make videos for. So I'm building a site called DiceData ThinkTank, and this is where I'm going to post all the strategies that I don't have time to make videos for. ThinkTank is going to be free to join, and I'll also have some special offers to early members, so I'd like you to go to thinktank.dicedata.info and sign up for early access. I am really looking forward to launching this. It's going to be awesome. We just analyzed the bets with 34-1 and 175-1 payouts, which had what I would call a fairly high house edge. But most casinos aren't even paying these amounts right now. It's more common to see these pay 30 and 150-1, and that makes a massive difference. Let's take a look. When we look at it by shooter, 5% of the bots won and 95% of the bots lost, and that's exactly the same as what we saw before. That's expected though, because this is the exact same bet and only the payouts have changed. The shape of the payout distribution is similar, but the wins are lower. Before, our max win was $1,215, and now it's down to only $1,050. And the tall and small wins, those ones flip to the other side of $150. Now 5 times $30 payout is actually $150, but remember the bots are going to lose $10 automatically when they lose the other two bets. Notice the average is down to $2.81 lost per shooter. That compounds when we look at the outcomes over 10 shooters. The average amount lost jumped from $10 to nearly $30, and this has a huge effect on the house. The 95th percentile no longer breaks $1,000. And the most won is about $500 less. Let's see how the house did. The drop and the total bet are the same, but the total won is down and the total lost is up. The house take has jumped to 2.8 million from 1.1 million, and the house edge is a devastating 18.728%. That's by far the highest edge that I've ever simulated. It even blows the NE7 out of the water, which was originally the worst bet on the table. Now I have a question for all of you. Some people suggested that we make a lay bet when there's only one ATS number left to roll, and that way you're guaranteed a win. I didn't run that because I didn't know exactly how much I should lay and in what scenarios would be most interesting to all of you, so let me know what you suggest in the comments below. If there's any consensus, I'll run them in a future video. Good luck at the table while you fend off these crazy house advantages, and thanks for watching. Take care.